everybody! Welcome to day 10 of 24 days to a crafty Christmas. Mr. InStitches and I love the holiday season. It's a wonderful chance to spend time with family and spend time with each other and take time to reminisce over the entire year and be thankful and grateful for all of the things that it's brought us. And we also have a couple of little traditions that we like to do each year. I love to settle into a puzzle, 1,000 pieces or more, thank you very much, and I like to work away at it a little bit every day. Mr. InStitches likes to get into a new video game, and of course our family loves crafting. And that got me thinking about Christmases past and all the different crafts that I got into and then got out of. And I thought today I would share with you my top 3 craft obsessions that I was into before I got into crochet. So I'm going to go all the way back to little Jayda. When I was young, I was really into making Gimp bracelets. I couldn't make enough of these. I couldn't get enough Gimp. You couldn't give me enough colors. I loved the way that plastic ribbony stuff felt in my fingers. We used to compete to see who could come up with the most elaborate sort of patterns. And this, of course, was before the internet, so all of these different Gimp bracelet patterns were being sort of passed down from older kids or people's siblings. And we used to get on the bus in the morning when we were on our way to school and compare our arm bracelets, and we'd swap them back and forth, and we'd trade, and you know, then they came out with the metallic Gimp, and everybody went nuts, and this sort of preoccupied a large part of my brain space. For many years when I was in elementary school. And I think I still might have a couple of those favorite bracelets lying around somewhere, but I'd have to do some real digging to see if I could find them. So Gimp, that was my first major craft obsession when I was little. Then when I was a tween, I don't know how many of you out there will remember this, but friendly plastic got to be kind of a craze. And I just did a quick search before I filmed this video and found that there are YouTube videos out there on friendly plastic. So if you've never tried it or you don't know what I'm talking about, give the internet a quick search. A friendly plastic was something I was really into when I was 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there. Basically, you take little sheets of colorful plastic and you can heat them up very quickly. So in the microwave, that's how we did it. We used the microwave. And then you, before it cools and gets hard again, you mold it into the shape you want. So whatever shape that might be, you could get really elaborate. You could even just make something simple like buttons or beads. I have made a lot of those actually. And then you could glue them into sort of larger creations. So you could make brooches or hair pieces or bracelets or just about anything you could think of. And it was just a really fun craft, and that was something else I got absolutely obsessed with. For a while, I couldn't stop working with friendly plastic. And then when I got into my teens, so before I really got sort of into the swing of crochet, I was utterly obsessed with knotting embroidery bracelets, so embroidery floss bracelets, using all those macrame stitches but in a bracelet form. And again, it was bracelets, it was all those different patterns you could use, the way the colors would interact with each other. I always had a bracelet hanging off my backpack that I would work on in between classes or sitting on the floor outside of my locker in the hallway at high school. I would be sitting there knotting a bracelet. I tried to see how wide I could make them. I turned them into chokers. I made anklets. And then I got into putting beads in them, and I still have some of those bracelets that I made so long ago, sort of tucked away with all of my high school jewelry. And I just loved it. It was, again, a lot like crochet. It was sort of a time to sit down, just be in my own head, meditate a little bit, and I loved how those knotted patterns would come out over and over again. So now when I think back and I think about loving the patterns of the Gimp bracelets and being sort of three-dimensionally creative with friendly plastic, and then all of the different macrame stitches that go into knotting embroidery floss bracelets, it's not really too surprising to see my obsession with crochet develop, because it's kind of all the same thing replaying itself. I seem to really like patterns and color. Anyway, I thought I'd share that little trip down memory lane with you guys today. If you had a particular craft or hobby that you were utterly obsessed with many, many years ago, please feel free to leave it down below in the comments section. I'd love to see what everybody else was into. Craft trends come and go, and then they come back again, which is kind of awesome. And I hadn't thought about Gimp bracelets or friendly plastic in ages. I'm gonna have to see if I can still pull my stuff out. I wonder if I've got it. Oh, a little something to do this Christmas. Anyway, we'll talk to you again tomorrow, guys. Bye.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. InStitches. Thanks for watching today's Christmas video diary. Here are some other videos you might be interested in. Just click on one to watch it. Have a wonderful day and stay crafty.